Hi, everybody.
Hey everyone, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to our first date anniversary show.
That's true. Our anniversary is actually on Tuesday, October 5th. It was our first date back in 1976. It was also the birthday of my father.
That's right.
Who
You
kind of
spent that with me.
I did. But there was probably a good reason for that.
Okay.
Never
Are we
mind.
Gonna go there? No,
Never
let's
mind.
not go there.
So anyways, we did prepare a short little video that kind of talks about that. It's actually appended by a longer one. So we're going to play that right now for everyone. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, KC made it for our anniversary show. Hey, KC, good to see you.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, everyone.
So we're going to play this brief. It's about 4 minutes video, and we'll be back.
We'll see you on the other side.
Yep.
I always wanted to say that. Hold on.
Hey, Sunshine Tarot.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our special celebratory video.
Right.
What are we celebrating?
Celebrating our Love Fest. It's the 45th anniversary of our first date. So we're going to give you the short synopsis and hopefully you will tune in for the rest of that. So the skinny is that Banshee and I met in June of 1976. Where did we meet at?
Well, do I say the location? We met at a library we worked at.
Yes, a public library. We were in our college era.
Yes, I was just a student assistant back in the day.
And so was I.
And part-time. But back in those days, they worked what they considered part-time, like almost full-time hours anyway.
Well, you could get it if you wanted. A lot of people just worked a standard student shift. But we were students, and we were working at a large public library that was near a university setting, so it was very busy. And
in the city of Detroit.
Our time together was sort of interesting because we worked in different departments, but we were supportive departments. My department supported her department.
And we gave you work.
Right.
We gave you drudge work to do.
Basically, her department called up for reference materials or stack materials, and my department brought it up.
So basically, I would see this guy wandering around and taking journals back down when I was on desk. And finally, some point, I, of course, had to call down there, and he would bring things up to the desk.
I don't even remember the first time I said hi to you or anything. And he was
very polite. Well, what I do remember is that I would keep spying at him. We had these cabinets near the elevator he would come off of. And there were these tall cabinets that held microfilms of newspapers. And he would just be behind there grabbing things off a shelf to go back downstairs. And I'm just wondering, who is this guy with the long hair over
Right,
there?
exactly. We were a world of differences because I was a long hair. How long was it? At least shoulder length, right?
Probably at least shoulder length, yeah.
It got longer than that.
Yeah, it did. And I don't think
And you were very short-haired.
I went in phases. That was my short-haired period.
Well, why? Because although I was clearly identifiable as a hippie, you were identifiable as
what?
An athletic jock.
Well, yes.
You were an athletic type, which was a world I was totally not into.
True.
So we were totally different worlds. And what was even weirder about all of this, do you remember?
We share what?
We went to the same high school, but we didn't know each other at all.
Of course. Right. We were, grades apart. And so we just never knew each other. Big school and all. So, I hung out with a different crowd. Definitely hung out with the jock crowd then because I was on the varsity field hockey team and played some other sports there at the high school. But we had one thing in common that we found out later, and that will come up actually in our next video during our wedding celebration, because not only is this the 45th anniversary of our first date, it is the 40th anniversary of our wedding.
Right, that's next month actually. So all of this is a tale unfolding. If you're interested in more about how we met and how we had our first date, check it out. It'll be on our YouTube. So that's it. We're back on the other side, and there'll be a little bit more that you can see premiering on YouTube on Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m. So thanks for watching, everybody. So let's get the show going then, I guess.
Yes, I guess we should, after all of that. Hope we didn't bore you to tears. Could have made it more exciting for sure. But anyway, the rest of it will be on the YouTube channel, and thank you for all the good wishes.
Yeah, thank you for all the wishes and congratulations.
Indeed, indeed. Growing old together. Really old together. But, you know, it's been a lifetime. What can you say? You know, 40, 45 years. So
we've been through approximately at least 3 ranges of cats where we own 3 or maybe a few more, at a time.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of those would cycle out, new ones would cycle in. So, yeah, it's been, you know, a whole life.
Well, thank you, Casey. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Hey, on with the show. Hey, aw, thank you.
You better believe it.
Of course we celebrate our first date.
I have a personal goal of being around when my granddaughter brings her granddaughter to see me for the first time. I've done the calculations. If I'm lucky, it could be before or around the time I'm 94 or 5.
Oh, my God.
So there's my goal.
Well, that'll take me beyond the prognosis they gave me, but I'll try to make it.
You gotta.
After all, he said, oh, I've known patients that have lived 40 years with your condition. Okay. I'll shoot for that.
Thank you so much for all the kind words. Thank
all right. Today, we're going to be using the Good Witch, Bad Witch Oracle for our oracle reading.
Hold on,
this is by Gillian Kemp. It's a little bit of an older deck I've had around. I don't remember when I've got that. It's cute. Are you a good witch? Are you a bad witch? And it is copyright. Okay, it's not super old. It's 2001. Hey, 20 years. What's 20 years?
It was Chinese food.
Oh,
you'll find out more about that in the rest of the video if you watch it.
All right. Well, Mr. O, I'm just going to let you grab one out of here. I believe they're all read up right.
That one kind of slid into my hands.
It did. It looks like it's a good witch, maybe.
So is that 22?
What does it say?
The Happy Witch.
The Happy Witch. Oh, my goodness. We should get that for our happy hour. All right. The Happy Witch sounds good to me. She sprinkles her magical stardust of happiness into your heart and mind. She makes you smile at the wonder of life and encourages you to show others this brightness. Happiness shared is happiness doubled, resulting in a great reward for you. Wow, I like that. Happy joy. Good start to our readings today. Hey, Divine You.
Divine, that's so funny. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
All right. Well, let me move this. Sunny is here taking up my real estate. You may not be able to see him exactly. That might be his ear right there in the corner.
It's a laudable goal, though, because, you know, there's also the other sub-goals we had. You know, way back when we learned that the librarian or the library worker's goal was 80 and out. So, you know, I still got a few more years on that one, too. I'm going to be working in libraries for years.
Not me.
How'd that happen?
All right. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we got this huge list. We are going to get going.
We better hurry.
Why don't you start by
talking about your cards while I write down the list.
All right, so I have from its nearly exclusive use on Goth Tarot Show, I have my Night Sun Tarot, and that's the Empress. And then I'm bringing back, not quite Halloween-like, but I like this deck. It's the Mermaids Tarot, Tarot of the Mermaids, one of those Los Scarabos. And that's the Eight of Swords. And it just has some nice coloring that I like. And then finally, of course, my Adrian Tarot, which is a little bit ceremonial. I like the colors. There are pips, of course, but I'm okay with pips. And so this is the Six of Swords from that one. It was meant to be. That's right, Mama T.
All right, let's see. Where was I? Shoot, I just lost my place. Okay, I had... Okay, I got Marcia, I got Benita, I got Patton. I got...
Divine.
Oh, where's Divine? Further
Oh, wait,
down.
I'm sorry. I was looking further down. Hold on.
Benita, Marcia, Kate. I got Kate. I got Casey. I got Sunshine. I think that might be getting near the end, right? Divine U is coming up, I think.
Sunshine. Lena.
I got Lena already.
Okay. Sile.
I got Sile.
That was in the beginning, right?
Merwin, Marcia, Patton, Divine U. I think Divine U. If I've missed anybody, let me know and we'll go
Right,
back
we're going to
up
go over
and
the list
check.
real quick, though.
So let's see what I've got so far. I've got Sile's first. I've got Libra Cusp. I've got Estelle. I've got Lena, Mama T, Marcia, Merwin, Benita, Patton, Kate, KC, Sunshine, and Divine U.
All right.
Did I miss anyone?
I don't think you did.
Well, if I missed anyone, let me know. Just going to mention real quick, I'll be using, Three of Swords here in the Dark Woods Tarot today. So we go with our darker Halloween decks. I've got my So Below deck, part of the As Above, So Below series, the Knight of Swords in that deck.
Thank you, Divine. That's a lovely thought. We would love to have more subscribers.
Well, we got ourselves up to 290.
Yeah, woohoo.
And we did put out a call
Struggling.
on Twitter and Facebook, and some people came through because at the time we made the call, I think we were up to 284. So we gained some followers.
Right, we have.
The King of Cups in the Everyday Witch Tarot. And finally, last but not least, is my wonderful new Jack-o'-lantern Tarot, and there is the Six of Pentacles in that deck.
Yeah, the Three of Swords, it's a painful card when it falls into our lives. And
Oh,
hi,
well,
Libra.
sorry to hear that, Divine You. Libra, did I have you on the list? Yes, I did. You're second. So we have
Sile.
Sile. Did Sile type their question?
I don't know.
Go ahead and type your question, Sile, and we'll get started. Thanks, everybody, again, for the well wishes. We celebrate everything we can around here. Our first day was memorable, too, because, of course, it was on his father's birthday, but also it was the day before one of my best friends growing up birthdays as well, so I always seem to just remember that date.
Well, I was not quite 21, and you were closer to 19 and a half. You weren't really up to 20 yet. And I didn't live at home. I lived on the campus in an apartment, and my parents had kind of moved away from the city, so they actually lived at that time about an hour away from the city. So I wasn't going to my dad's to celebrate his birthday because I didn't have a car.
Yeah, the first three on the list are Sile's first, then Libra, and then Estelle. So that's the order
You're
I had
number
in the
3.
beginning.
A cell.
You are after Libra.
No, we've been kind of poking around again, so we gotta buckle down here.
Yeah, we had to do our little special intro today. We may repeat that again on Thursday, but also as Tuesday we'll premiere the whole video.
So we're still waiting for Sile. You were
Yeah, I wonder if Sile is still here.
Maybe there might be a transmission problem, of course. That happens
Oh, okay,
sometimes.
Patton. We'll take you off. That's just one less. All right. Thank you for that.
Thanks for dropping in. Well, when we get closer to you, we'll check in with you again to where you were in the line.
Ah, geez, you know.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. You know, it's funny because we really haven't been doing much, and we had thought about
We
it
don't
when
eat out.
COVID. When COVID was getting better, we thought, you know, maybe we should have a gathering of friends at a restaurant or somewhere and celebrate our 45th. I mean, it's our 40th wedding anniversary at least. It's a milestone. But COVID is still so bad here. The numbers keep rising in our state. And we are doing this Witches Ball event where we're reading cards for people at the end of October. And I have to say, I'm just a little nervous about that. But we'll be masked
I'm assuming
up.
that I may be wearing a mask, of course,
Yeah, but...
Over the summer, we went to about 3 different picnic events from our community, and they were all unmasked, and all the people were more or less guaranteed to be, vaccinated. And it was a little daunting at first, but it was okay. We enjoyed ourselves.
Hey, Dr. V. Dr. V,
We gotta
happy
focus,
Sunday.
dearie.
What?
We gotta focus.
Dr. V, we will put you on the list, and your question is what's coming in career the next 6 months.
Hi,
We'll
Dr.
do that
Vicky.
for you. You're down all the way at the end of the list, so it'll be a while.
Okay, I think I understand that question from Celie.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jenna.
Hi, Jenna. We have quite a list, actually. We haven't even started yet. We've been farting
Well, we had a
around.
special beginning, Jenna. We had a special video in the beginning. Okay, what's the question? You want to read it to me?
Okay, what doesn't social media say about me? Do I have people romantically interested in me?
Oh, okay. All
How do
right.
you want to do that? I'm going to do the
Well-
mermaids.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's throw 3 cards and see what we get. And I don't know. We'll take it from
Take
there.
it from there.
Also, I should have said this earlier, and because we've been so busy, there are 3 special readings today, but these readings will be also available throughout the Halloween season. So you could opt for one of these instead. One is, if you think some spirit or somebody from the spirit realm is trying to contact you, it's a reading about spirit. The other one is a reading about ancestors, like what gifts you've gotten from your ancestors and how they impact your life today. And then the third one is a very mini, 3-card past life reading. And all of these are going to be based on longer readings that are going to appear on our website for cost as well.
And thanks, Marcia and everyone, for all the love we're getting from the chat room. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I'm going to get a little teary-eyed. Not too much.
Not too much. Well, I will say we showered ourselves with a very special wedding gift. We think it is anyway, because we had to pay extra for it. But it also will tie into our business. So stay tuned for that. We won't be able to reveal it on our anniversary, but we might be able to make that announcement on our wedding anniversary. All right. All right, there we go.
Okay, what doesn't social media reveal about you? Who might be romantically interested? So we have 3 cards. We have the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Chalices. We have the reversed 8 of Swords. And then we have the 6 of Swords.
Wow, that's really
Upright.
some interesting cards here.
Yeah,
for
2
this
sixes,
question.
which I always like symmetry, when we have doubles of a particular pip.
I wonder if there's not somebody in your social media from your past that may be taking an interest in you. Are they all new people? Are there people you're still commiserating with, that you have a past connection with? It's possible that something might be moving there, Maybe somebody eventually will get enough courage to, dare I say it, make a move.
So to me, that 6 of Cups says, what does social media not say about you or reveal? That maybe you adore your past, that you have a fondness about your past, the 6 of Cups. But it could also be saying too that you really are trying or moving in a different direction where you feel you're moving from some sort of sense of limitations or containment, and it doesn't really reveal too that you are moving towards a better shore, towards something that you feel will take you to where you want to go. In this case, maybe something more romantic. So it doesn't, in my view, say specifically that there is someone interested in you, but what it does say is that you are your own proponent. You are the own person who is freeing yourself from limitations and moving forward. So it may be that you are the person who will be more, I don't want to say aggressive, but more forward about seeking, romance for yourself. I'm not letting out, though, that maybe there is the possibility there are people interested in you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But that's why I was wondering if it was somebody from your past. The thing is that
Okay.
the Six of Cups is sort of that card. It also could indicate that you are moving on from, your past as well. You're leaving some of that behind you. You're breaking free. Now you're not limiting yourself anymore. So I think that in and of itself is a good thing, because it may indicate that if we look at the Six of Swords in a metaphorical sense, that water, that vast water that you are crossing, could be, the internet, or a greater, like the World Wide Web. You are traversing and trying to find, a happy place there.
Right. I guess I didn't take that in with the Six of Cups. A lot of times it is talking about how we view our past, and it is tinged with a sense of emotionality. A lot of times, because it's upright, I'm thinking it feels like there's something there that you do remember. In your case, it may be that overall you don't have that, but maybe there is one point, one reflection in the past that was something that maybe helps you see your way through the limitations, helps you move on, or at least it is in terms of removing yourself from that, possible obsession or possible, feeling about the past still affecting you.
And here's what I kind of feel too is, it's not really specific that you are going to meet someone, but I do feel that Six of Swords is indicating that you are moving in the right direction now, that there may be
Yes.
something that will happen here. This is liberating for you. And I feel that, if you're getting some value out of it, you should stick with it. And let me see what the Lenormand might add to this.
So we have the moon, and we have the woman, which could possibly be yourself or could be somebody else.
I feel it indicates that you are looking towards romance now. The moon very much has that romantic overtones towards it.
Well, I thought that you were anyways. That's why I thought that with the Six of Swords. But to me, it may be more likely saying, especially now because Halloween has that kind of connotation, that maybe romance is also looking for you, that the moon and the autumn season sometimes are considered to be favorable times to wish for love or to do
I
spells
was wondering
for
where
love.
you were going with that.
Well, it's true, though. I mean, it's a traditional time for people
Right.
who are seeking love. But also, too, in my sense, too, it could just be saying that maybe there is something that will occur with the moon's cycle.
Hey, Sonali, we'll try to fit you
Hi,
in. We got
Sonali.
a big list today. You'll be at the bottom, so you might want to check back later for that message. That was for yourself about career and health. Okay. Okay.
Well, I hope that helped.
Yeah, I think that I can't get specific that there is somebody right now, but I think this is a step in a good direction for you. Love is looking for me. It's highly possible. It's highly possible. I feel that something will be moving. You are either moving towards it or it's moving towards you. And even if you're not actively doing it, I often say, though, the more you just put yourself in a situation, sometimes you just don't even have to think about it and you attract it to yourself. When we try too hard, we sometimes end up tending to push it away,
The qualities of the reading are expressed differently because the way I thought of it was the fact that this is what social media doesn't reveal about you. And so the idea maybe is that it doesn't really tell you that maybe that's not you so much as that is somebody heading towards you too. So it could be that. I mean, tarot has that sort of you or that one, could be either or both sometimes.
Well, I think, with the Eight of Swords reversed and the Six of Swords upright, I think movement in some way is happening here. There's definitely movement going on in this
Banshee
case.
would remember that, Jenna.
Would I remember what?
The shout out to Mama T's jewelry.
Oh! Shout out
You're
to-
welcome, Celia.
Okay.
Well, you'll have to read that whole message there.
I can't read it. I'm busy with the list right now, so I'm
Okay.
sorry. Libra Cusp, you are up, and then a cell. Lena, Mama T, Marcia, Merwin, Benita, Kate, KC, Sunshine, Divine You, Dr. V, Jenna, and Sinelli. All right.
So that means
I'll see if I can try to find this.
It's the one right above Celia's at the bottom.
You remember, but you showed Mama T on Twitter, and I bought a great quartz. Ah! Well, I'm sure Mama T appreciates that, and I'm wearing one of hers today with my outfit, too. This goes really well. Especially Halloween season, wearing the dark stones.
We're still not quite up to you, Lena, but we do have your questions, so don't worry about that. We're waiting for Asel, so we'll give Asel a few more
No,
moments.
we're waiting for Libra Cusp.
Okay, then
And
it's
then
Libra.
Asel.
General reading for Libra.
right.
I thought Asel was second. I'm
Decide.
sorry, excuse
Nope.
me.
I'm the keeper of the list, Mr. O.
Yes, we're the cute couple that bicker.
I'm the keeper of the list.
You are the keeper of the
I can
list.
screw up, too, but I keep the list. Mama T's jewelry is fantastic, and also she sent us this cloth as a gift behind us.
Yes, it was very
Which
sweet.
we really, really appreciate, and we'll be taking to our Witches Ball event later
Yes.
this month. Here you go, Mr. O. Absolutely all right to mention, Jenna. Not a problem.
Oh, yeah.
We like to support all our peeps here, We do that on Twitter. I support all the other tarot content creators, as many as I can. I can't always catch everybody. All right. Well, let's see what we have here. We have the Queen of Pentacles upright. We have the Page of Cups reversed. We have Strength reversed.
Well, I think you appreciate your own strengths and your abilities to, nurture or grow things of your own choosing. But sometimes I feel you still have some doubts about where you are emotionally with various things, not just with certain people maybe, but just, whether you love aspects of your life or you feel there's too much of a struggle perhaps. And maybe you're just looking for ways to push ahead through some of that. There are maybe times where maybe you sort of wish in a way that you didn't have all of your emotionality to consider, or that you could be a little bit more, abrupt or in your own mind, honest about how you say certain things to people, what you mean to people.
Okay, Libra, it seems to me I don't know, that Queen of Pentacles indicates that, you're in a really good place right now. You're in a really strong place. So maybe I shouldn't have started there. Because what I wanted to say is, there are things around you right now. There may be people around you who kind of get under your skin emotionally, and really now is the time to kind of, how should I say this? Now is the time to kind of assert yourself more, because you don't deserve that. You don't need that. You're a very nurturing and caring individual, I feel, by the looks of the Queen of Pentacles here. And perhaps you've been trying really hard to, make sure everybody, that you're taking care of everybody around you. Yet there's somebody who's either demanding more or who's never happy and is bringing you down a bit. And it's time to finally assert yourself and say, hey, I don't have time for this right now. I don't have time for this right now in my life. And you know what? Sometimes we tend to enable people, to the point where they get more demanding rather than, how should I say this, picking themselves up on their own 2 feet and taking care of themselves. So they just keep wanting more out of you, emotionally draining you, as opposed to, nurturing you. So the bottom line is, don't be so giving that you are taken advantage of by people around you. Draw some boundaries for yourself. I don't know why, but I'm picking this up.
Scorpio, short meaning it's okay to snap back sometimes. Sometimes you just can't take anymore. So if that seems to be happening, it's okay to stand your ground and maybe put a little bit of an edge on it, because people who really know you know that about you. They know that you're the good person who normally is nurturing.
Right, and some people are there, it's kind of like when I see the Page of Cups, I don't want to say it's like a psychic vampire, but I want to say it's somebody who just, kind of wants to, is kind of hard luck, and they want to bring you down to their level. And it's like, you don't need that. You don't need that, especially if you're trying to help them out.
All right, so we have the Halloween Lenormand?
That is correct,
Yes,
Mr.
okay.
O. Oh, did I not announce that? Yeah, the Halloween and then the
Well, you probably
Scary
didn't. I just didn't hear
Malefique
you.
Lenormand.
So, card 1 is the letter, the old letter, the actual letter from the regular Lenormand. And then the haunted house, which of course is just the house in the regular Lenormand. So it seems like maybe there's news coming to the home. It sort of seems the reverse to me. News
There might be
coming
news
out.
about the home,
Okay.
but there could be news coming to the home. I also feel like maybe what this is just saying is that, because the Page of Cups is pages are
Messengers too.
So, maybe this emotional upset is somewhere in the home, or somewhere in the family, somewhere in, the people you surround yourself with.
Well, this implies it's a communication, whether it's email,
Yeah,
regular mail, or some other, form. These days I even think that if somebody texts you, that's a communication.
And,
So-
maybe that could be disappointing news coming to the home about someone, maybe one of your children or something that you're going to find a little bit upsetting. So maybe that's what this whole thing could be about, don't let the kids take advantage of your good nature.
Well, or the other thing too is sometimes I think there's little, situations between various parents and their children who play together, interact together too. So I don't know if it's about that, but you never know how things balloon these days. Things are getting so volatile with some people's emotions, and that is represented there. So keep your cool head. Don't put yourself in danger, but don't be afraid to stick up for what you need to.
Exactly, yeah. So that's what we have for you, Libra. I hope some of that resonated. Good luck with that. I see Acel has already typed the question. That's awesome. So after Acel is Lena, Mama T, Marcia, Merwin, Benita, Kate, KC, Sunshine, Divine You, Dr. V, Jenna, Sonali, and Angel Rivera.
Thanks, Kelly. I like that one too.
I like both of them. This little strange one here kind of gets to me too.
Yes, I
There's
see
a
it, Lena,
fish
so
in
don't
this
worry. And I'm going to
Maléfique.
pick my Night Sun Tarot for Estelle's question. What does my ex want to tell me right now? Do they still love me? They're Cancer, I'm Capricorn.
Okay, Lena. We'll get you next after Estelle. I see it.
Yeah, I know you posted your question, so thank you for that.
Let me move these. Oh, and these. Sorry,
Oopsie.
I can't reach very well, Mr. O. I'll go to the dark woods next time. We'll try to do Sunny Cam in a little while.
And we have a tight show today, but for some reason our Thursday night shows are a little bit slower, so check those out too if you wish. And we thank everybody for coming today. It's wonderful to be here. Yesterday was happy hour, and I'm proud to say that we will have another happy hour this Saturday.
Oh, we are? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we are.
That's right. We worked things out.
We worked it out. I wasn't sure if I was going to be away, but we're going to have happy hour on Saturday, and that's our one card per person message from the divine for each and every one of you. All right.
Okay, Mr. O.
Oh, the kitties are okay. One of them might have been a little bit upset in their tummy. We're not sure
Yeah.
which one.
Yeah. There was a little bit of cleanup duty.
But we think they're through that. Thanks
I think
for
it
asking.
ran through them.
Okay, Estelle, your first card is the reversed Hanged Man. And then we have the reversed Seven of Swords. And finally, the reversed Moon. So a number of reversed cards.
I don't know. The moon often indicates to me that they want to reveal something, right? Because that's reversed.
Perhaps, and that's what I'm thinking it is.
That's the
maybe.
reversed Hanged Man.
That maybe they cannot really give up what you might be wanting them to or what might be expected of them, and that they sort of feel they can't be in a life of subterfuge. Perhaps that's this card here, that maybe they sort of feel that their motives or their activities or their expressions are, I don't know, I have a hard time with the seven reversed. I sort of feel like maybe they're saying they want to have the appearance of propriety, but maybe that's not even necessarily totally the case either. So maybe they have covert feelings inside, but they don't necessarily feel they can be really open about them. And I'm not saying desires, I'm just saying feelings.
Well, I don't know here. I paint a little bit of a gloomier picture, I think, because...
I thought that was gloomy.
Well, like I said, though, I'm painting a gloomier picture.
Gotcha.
Even. I didn't think yours was not. But the thing is that I feel as though that they are really hung up on themselves. They're not going to tell you that, though. But what is being revealed here is I feel that that they are not being true to themselves. They're I'm not going to say maybe they're living a lie in some way, maybe. I don't know why I'm getting that with the Seven of Swords.
And yet, though, the question isn't really clearly answered that they love you. They might think they do, or they might have some feelings, but it sort of feels like it's a half-baked thing, like they haven't really resolved several issues in their lives, whether it's their current relationship and or extended relationships, and then maybe past feelings for you.
I feel like they're hung up on their own selves and their own...
More so.
Their own needs. They're very self-serving, and I feel that in some way that is what's going to be revealed to you. I don't know that they necessarily are going to reveal it to you, but, out and out tell you, hey, I'm just into my own thing right now, and I'm happy where I'm at. But I feel that you will understand that. The moon is saying this is all going to come out.
Yeah, I believe that too.
They're very self-oriented, to the point of some selfishness here, I feel, with the Hangman reversed. And the Seven of Swords, I don't know. I never look at it as being very positive. I guess it's
Yeah.
a little better than the 5. But I feel that what it's saying, too, is they're just looking out for themselves and their own interests right now.
Well, it might...
which may or may not include you.
It might be saying that there's a deliberateness about their actions, but they may still not really be focused correctly, either from a moral point of view or really how they intend to carry things out.
But the moon indicates to me that you're going to come on to this realization yourself. That's what I think. Unless, the only other thing I can say, Asel, on the positive here is that maybe Aliebeck, right? Aliebeck will come to this realization themselves that, they've been very selfish and self-serving. I mean, that's possible, but where you fit into that, I'm not really getting a picture of yet.
Well, their revelation is theirs to lose or gain, is what it looks like.
And look what came up now.
No, Jenna, that's not too much information. I hope you feel better. Okay, what do we have there? The letter again?
Yeah.
We have the letter, a communication perhaps, and we have a man.
So it does sound like you might hear something
That's
from
interesting.
them.
That's
I know, it
interesting.
is interesting. And it's funny, the letter came up again. That's a real ooky looking letter. But it does say that, that you might have contact with Aliebeck again. I don't know how positive it's going to be, though, because I'm not picking that up from these cards here.
Right, and it may be that he's not going to say at all what you're hoping he would say, so it's
But it's
not really
possible
clear.
what he tells you or says to you will reveal a lot about him and where he's at.
That's what I think. It just may be a matter of finally, resolving things one way or the other. Sometimes it feels like maybe you didn't have a definitive answer, or maybe you still felt things were left at a certain state, and maybe this will be about resolving that. Some revelation, some news is coming. Maybe it's not coming from him. Maybe it's coming from somebody who you both know or who are involved in that situation.
So that's what we have for you, Asel. Good luck with that. I don't have better news. Okay, Lena posted the question.
Okay, so I hope you got your reading, Libra. Thank you.
Lena says, can you see a reconciliation with my hubby? Is he still in love with me, or new love coming soon?
All right.
All right, I got the dark woods here. I'm going to move that back. Yours will be next.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, through the Halloween season, we will be offering 3 other interesting readings. Is a spirit trying to contact me? Or if you feel one is, what message are they trying to deliver? We have an ancestor reading, just about the gifts you have from your ancestral heritage. And we have a very short past life reading, which, by the way, rumor has it, we may be doing a more expanded past life reading live stream dedicated to past lives once in October and once in November. So stay tuned for that. I don't know where we're going to fit it in, but we'll find a way.
Thank you, Asel, and you're welcome. I hope that worked for you.
We had a lot of fun doing the past life with the Remembering Farm memory cards, and so we'll be using those again for those special live streams. All right. Okay, we have the King of Swords here, upright. We have the Sun here reversed. And we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So I'm thinking here, looking at your question again, I think this is speaking in terms of your previous relationship with your husband. And I feel here that there's nothing happening there. I feel a decision has been made that, kind of,
Closes the book.
closes the book, really. Thank you, Mr. O. And the Knight of Cups is indicating kind of like the feelings are gone. I just feel like the feelings have come and went.
Right. However it happened, the emotionality that the ex or what was contained in the situation, that energy or that feeling has dissipated. They have made a decision. And to me, a lot of times, the sun is a metaphor for knowledge, a book of knowledge. So when it's reversed, it's sort of like saying it's over. There's been a closure there.
Well, and that something's been unsuccessful. The sun reversed is about, something that has gone wrong, failed, and that could be just the failed relationship. Seeing these two together was not a very positive here. So what I think I want to do, let's grab the cards again real quick and let's do a quick yes, no.
Right on the other part of the
And
question.
see if a new love is coming soon. We'll ask it just that way and see what it says, Lena.
And then we'll throw our Lenormand.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try a yes, no on that and see what it says.
Hello there, kitty. Yes, baby. No, leave that alone.
All right, Mr. O, shuffle and cut.
This one's probably not brave enough to come over here.
Okay, and after we do this reading for Lena, it'll be Mama T's turn, and then Marcia, Merwin, Benita, Kate, KC, Sunshine, Divine You, Dr. V, Jenna, Sinelli, and Angel Lily.
I'm doing a shadow cam. Shadow the kitty.
Oh,
Shadow.
a bonus today.
I can't quite get her in view here. Oh, there she is. Hello, Shadow.
No.
And over there is Sunny.
What are you doing? Because now you've upset him. You're not even...
Say their name and he gets jealous.
He gets incredibly jealous right away.
What's up with that, Sun Man? Okay. So yes, the shadow cam was a bonus. Now I can't get the camera realigned. Oh well.
Well, it's leaning towards yes. Does seem to... There's a Six of Cups reversed here. So there's that Six of Cups again. So I think what this is saying is, yes, let go of your past life, the past unhappiness that you've experienced, and be ready for something new to start entering into your life. There will be something new. I'm just not sure how soon it's going to be. Go ahead. Is it
I
yours?
think that's
Yeah,
a
let's
good
see.
take because I might have went a little bit more harsher perhaps and suggested that although this was likely, the only thing that was holding you back was, maybe holding on to the past. But I think I like it better the way she said it, that you need to just, let the past be the past and open yourself up. Sometimes it's like that whole thing about the teacher arrives when the student is ready,
Well, cups. What are cups timing wise, Mr. O?
Cups are more like a season, I think, weeks to a season.
So it may take maybe 3 months, maybe sometime in the winter.
Yeah.
Is our best hope.
All right, so my first card was the mice or the rats, and the second card was the skeleton key. And so I'm thinking that this says that the key is mostly handling your sense of need, handling your sense of feeling uncomfortable or feeling like things are just being taken away from you or don't matter. So mostly you have to handle your own inner feelings about loss or betrayal or need.
Well, we don't see an individual person. Nothing has come up in these cards to tell us that, Lena. But I do think, too, that, yeah, you know, when you get
It's about opening yourself up.
when you get the key and you get the mice, basically the key here, they're saying, I think the Lenormand is saying, is to release yourself from, you know, your past losses. Mice is often about theft or loss. You feel like something was stolen from you. And the key is to let that go now. Let go of the things that have caused you stress or sorrow or loss in your life. And I think that falls right in, yes, with that Six of Cups card there. So it is not giving us a who yet, but it's possibly giving us a when. I will say it could be sometime in the winter. To me, though, I don't know why, but I'm thinking it might be February. Like it's going to be later in the winter.
We can't feel anything that is so specific about when or how, but we do sort of have that general feeling that it's maybe a few months away yet.
Yeah. I hope that's true. I hope
Sure.
it's not longer. And wishing you luck with that, Lena. That's what the cards look like right now. So good luck with that.
Thank you.
All right. So on to Mama T. What do you got for us, Mama T? Okay, Mama T says it's buffering a little bit. How are you doing, Mr. O?
RN, very slight. I guess
Okay.
there was something slight buffering, but it looks like it's okay now.
How do you see it going? Oh, okay. Is it your deck or mine?
It's my deck.
Yes, I did the Darkwood 6 right.
Alrighty, so let's use the Adrian Tarot for that.
Okay, Angel says it's been buffering in and out on his end.
Oh, okay.
Well,
We have a notice of slight buffering, but it looks like it's been okay for a while, so I'm hoping it will be. It looks like it's actually starting to go down.
KC also.
It presents as a percentage rate.
Ooh. Well, good for you. I can't see without my glasses. I mean, everything looks blurry. But no, really, it's more for reading that I have the most trouble. But and actually for far, actually I could read without my glasses now that I think about it. It's really for far stuff more than anything. I'm
And I
nearsighted.
had wonderful eyes most of my life, but for about the last 10 to 15, I can't see without these as far as reading goes. I can still see far.
Yeah, it might be us today. I'm not sure, Mama T. Hopefully we won't go down, but should we go down because of our stupid provider, that's all I will say. If we do go down, we will come back. So do come back to the stream when we bring it back
Yeah,
up.
insert your favorite "I'll be back" or the "such and such will rise again" meme.
Okay, so we are on Mama T, and then Marcia, Merwin, Benita, Kate, and KC, and Sunshine's after that. All right. I love this deck. I know I've told you that. Why
It is a
didn't I
nice
keep
deck.
this deck?
You gave it to me, didn't
I
you?
did. Well, I thought it was more you, and maybe it is, but
Oh, it looks like Tim Curry. No, it doesn't.
it's the Queen of Swords.
For a minute, I thought it was Tim Curry. No, it's the Queen of Swords upright.
And you've got the Six of Pentacles upright.
Ooh, Six of Pentacles upright.
Okay, and you have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, but let's talk about that. That's not a huge, hairy deal here.
Yeah, that
so
isn't.
this is a very material kind of reading for you, Mama T.
Indeed.
I think that things will be going well. I think you're going to have to learn to navigate and watch your cash flow, you know. Make sure that, you know, you're receiving what you put out. You know, it's a matter of also not just giving somebody a good product for the money, but it's also to make sure that, you know, you're getting what you're worth. You know, make sure you're pricing right. I feel there's got to be a nice even flow of give and take here, and you've got some decisions to make maybe in that regard. And the Seven of Pentacles indicates to me that you just got to get busy. You just got to get right to work on this, and and don't quit. Keep at it, even if things seem a little bit slow at first. Because, I'm sorry, let me just finish one thing. Because the Seven of Pentacles, is like the farmer watching his crops. And now he's getting back to work because he realizes those crops aren't going to grow unless he puts in more effort.
Well, I look at the Queen of Swords and I feel like this says, yes, you made a good decision. So that's the basic answer. You pretty much have control over all of those kind of aspects. And I feel that this is really going to work out for you to the point where maybe it creates more of a network than an actual business per se, that it's maybe about kind of reciprocity between a number of situations or concerns. So there's a generosity that's moving between different people and situations that's really helpful. And as Banshee said, it's really about staying focused and continuing the work. Don't be fooled by any, really quick rise to success, feeling like, oh, I've got it made. It's going to be a follow through. And if it's anything about, internet or trend kind of things, that's just the rule of the law there, that you're only as good as the thing you put out 5 minutes ago.
It's true, isn't it?
In a way. So that's really a cool tip. I'll have to look for that. I generally get mine from whoever pays my insurance bill. So I'm mostly happy, but maybe I'll look into that. Okay, and we have the coffin. And the man. Uh-oh.
I know. So what does that mean? So I kind of think here that this is talking about the fact that something is coming to an end or needs to come to an end. I don't know if you have some partnership with some supplier or somebody that maybe you just need to end it, because you could get better prices elsewhere. Something needs to come to an end. And just because it's the man card, doesn't mean that that's not you in this case, Mama T. Sometimes I look at this as a significator card. So also this just could indicate to me that maybe you have to put something else aside before you can, really achieve success with this.
Well, it may be that. That's what I was thinking, that this is more likely a proxy for you, and that this is saying you're going to be looking at the decisions you have to make, the way you work with your resources, as having to end certain other projects, or maybe end certain aspects of how you've been doing these businesses up until now. Like maybe there's either ways to streamline them, or like Banshee was saying, suggestion of changing who vendors are, or changing, other aspects. So you're going to end that, because perhaps it's part of that too, I think, in a way, that maybe that was something you needed to do already in order to keep moving there, and now you're going to be active doing that.
Personally, overall, I think this looks fine. I feel like it's going to go forward, and I feel like, maybe this is just saying, cool. End all other distractions that might take you away from this particular venture. Because cool. I think this looks positive, but like I said, you have to make sure that you are getting what you deserve. Make sure that, like I said, pricing models are right and all of that. That's what I have for you. Good luck with what we have for you. Sorry, Mr. O.
No.
Good luck with that.
No.
I know. He got in. Everybody saw the tail flash on screen. The Sunny is here. The Sunny is here.
The beautiful Sunman is here. Come here. Two
right,
Sunnies and one.
Marcia, you are up. Are you here, Marcia? Your question, please.
And that's the tale of our readings
and
today.
After Marcia is Merwin, Benita, Kate, KC, Sunshine, Divine You, Dr. V, Jenna, Sonali, and Angel Rivera. What Arthur's feelings and intentions, and will there be contact this week?
No, that's fine.
He is a mystery.
Scorpio. You're welcome, Mama Teresa. What?
Nothing. Did I say something?
No, I was talking to him.
Oh. Did he say something?
Sunny is 7 and not quite half a year, I guess, or about a half a year, 7.5, right?
Yeah. Right. 7.5. They're all 7.5.
Right. They're all from the same
Right.
letter. They're sibs.
Oh, okay, Angel. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you for that. And yay, Kitty. If you noticed his Navigator's card today on Twitter, you'll notice that Shadow played a role in his reading.
Yes.
That was funny. That was very cute, Mr. O. Sorry.
All right.
Okay, let's see what we have. Huh.
Is it a mystery?
Well, I don't know what to say here when the first card is the Five of Swords. The second card is the Hermit reversed. And the next one is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is upright here. That's really the best card here. So what does this mean exactly? The Five of Swords is just not a happy card, no matter how it comes up. It's almost like a no-win situation here. And the Hermit reversed, I feel, I don't know, do you want to go ahead with it? Are you ready? I have to think about this more.
Well, I'm wondering if something fundamental might have happened in his life that really changes things, and it was a situation he could not escape, or the situation could not interact with him. You know,
Maybe that's it.
And it's like what you're saying. You know, just something he could not avoid, and it wasn't a great consequence. And so this sort of drives him in a way that the message of the Hermit reverse is maybe that he's seeking outside for an answer to what the situation is. And
Boy,
then, of
you
course,
really hit it, I think. Go ahead.
and then, of course, it's about money, I guess, or it's about acquisition. It's about values, property, material, security.
You're close.
Okay, so what do you got?
Well, you really kind of focused me here because
I usually do that, don't I?
I do. You're asking about what is he thinking. I think he's thinking that he's really in kind of a no-win situation right now. That he feels as though, you know, no matter what he does, he's not winning right now. And so like Mr. O said, with the Hermit card there, I think he is seeking outside validation. You know, outside kind of, you know, he's trying to maybe put feelers out there to just see how much damage, you know, what the damage is, you know, in the situation. And really right now, that King of Pentacles to me is indicating that he's trying to put his best self, whatever that may be, out there right now. He's trying to make people look at him as being more benevolent, kind, and generous, you know, that his motivations are pure. And maybe it's because he's just realized he's set up this very, very bad situation for himself.
I see what you're saying there with the King of Pentacles, Banshee, because I do feel it's sort of like creating a persona there, and I think it is based on the Five of Swords, an inescapable situation, and it may have not more to do with, like, you know, a denouement, like he had a major loss of some sort or anything like that. It may have more to do with the idea that he is really needing to redeem himself in ways to a number of people, or, you know, he's still playing a game in a way.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it your turn with the Lenormand? I believe it is, Mr. O. Thank you, Mama T. I really appreciate that. I know we both do.
Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Please move on. We're in a hurry here. We're in a time crunch, Mr. O. Don't go slow on me now.
So let's see what that Lenormand will say. And Sonny has returned some of the stage back to me.
Yeah, and he took all of mine away.
Uh-oh. We have Lady Pumpkinhead, who is the woman or the possible.
It's you.
And we have the Fountain.
Which is number what?
28?
Here.
20?
It's 20.
What is that?
Is that the park?
Yeah, I think it's the park.
I think it's the park. Didn't we think the gate was the park before in this deck?
I don't remember.
No, I think the gate, oh no, the creepy trail. 21 is the gate, which is the mountain. We have to remember that. 20 is the garden, the park. So I would say to you, actually, I don't know if that is you, but I do
I don't
feel,
either.
you know, because this is about what he is thinking again. Is he thinking about, you know, maybe this is all coming to roost on him? What playing the field has wrought him? I mean, because this is like the park, which is like socializing and social events, and
Being the social sphere.
this is women. You know, I almost think this is like womanizing in a way, but I don't know.
So maybe it just says overall the thing is that, you know, he has some sort of obsession. You know, it could be a sexual addiction, or it could just be a companionship addiction. I'm not able to make a diagnosis, you know, but maybe there's just hang-ups there that he's never really going to quite get over.
You know, the other thing it is possible he may ask you out. He may ask you
That's
out
true.
on
This
a
could be a
social
social
situation, yeah.
engagement.
I can't help but wonder, because you're asking what he's thinking, and I do see that possibility there, Marcia, so I don't know what to tell you other than, you know what you're dealing with here, I think, and the cards keep bringing up things that are just not very savory about this individual.
He has, and you know, some of this is the astrology. Astrology plays a lot of forces. I don't know what his chart is compared to your chart, but he has bad stars hanging over them. He just seems to be potentially not able to progress at this point in his life, is what it looks like.
Well, he might be realizing some of the damage he's wrought, because he realizes he's, you know, that's maybe why he's trying to get you back. But the thing is that he just hasn't learned. I don't see that with any of the cards that I'm seeing here, that he's really getting the right message.
Well, the thing is that the Five of Swords straight up could mean somebody who really gets about as bad as he gives. In other words, like, everything is pretty reciprocal with that kind of person, because the harm they do often comes back to them or hurts people that they care about, and that's a collateral damage that maybe they don't always realize.
That's what we have for you this week, Marcia. Good luck with that.
So it's my deck again.
Merwin has her question.
I
What should I
see.
know about the big meeting on Tuesday?
Okay,
Uh-oh.
Merwin.
Okay. This is work related?
Big meeting.
Okay, and then after Merwin will be Benita, Kate, KC, Sunshine, Divine You, Dr. V, Jenna, Sonali, and we'll be done. Sunny, sunny, sunny.
And if you're interested, you can check out our blog. It has other features ways to order readings or other videos
You mean
we've
our
done.
website? Our blog doesn't have readings.
Well, the blog is on our website, I guess
Yeah.
is what I should have said. There it is, tfttarotfortoday.com.
Pretty soon, probably by week's end, we'll be featuring some readings for sale on our website.
And I think we're both doing some unboxing of tarot videos.
I have
in-
one
in
more
this month.
unboxing to do,
I
yes.
have one I'm going to do for sure, perhaps.
And then I'll be off to other topics on our blog.
All right.
Yes, it's work related. Okay.
So there's the Two of Wands upright. There's the Four of Pentacles upright. And there's the Hermit, and that one is reversed.
Well, that Hermit reverse throws me a little bit here, but I definitely see a correlation between the Two of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. I feel this meeting is about strategizing, you know. They're projecting, they're looking ahead to the future now, and their finances are very much in the picture here. I don't know whether they are trying to tighten their belts a little bit, or if they're just trying to figure out ways to increase their wealth.
Well, depending on how big of a business they are in terms of having people who play CEO or other roles, the company seems to be pretty well situated. The Two of
Yeah.
Wands seems to indicate they're definitely off to a good start, that they feel investments are working for them. They may be getting information from another side of them that's suggesting that they should still be financially more fiscal. But on the other hand, there's maybe another part of this association that is saying, no, we need to project outwards. So there's sort of like, maybe it's a meeting of maybe the various strategies or the overall health with a nod towards, you know, some amount of differentiation in terms of direction or how the status quo is.
You know, that Hermit card, when it's upright, is about kind of the isolation and the withdrawal and going within. And when it is reversed, it's more about going public or being out in the world and sharing your knowledge. So again, this may be about how to reach more people to you know, what do they need
The
to...
bigger bang for the least buck.
The bigger bang for the least buck. Wow, that's interesting concept there. I like that. But it definitely seems like there's some kind of strategy meeting going on here. Now, whether there's going to be cutbacks or not is hard for me to say. Most of
doesn't
these
feel
are
like
very
it.
positive cards.
Yeah.
What I do feel is that they're definitely trying to find ways to reach out more, to reach somebody more.
They're trying to build customer base.
They're
or
trying
whatever.
to build something. Yeah, yeah. That Two of Wands. It's like with the Two of Wands, it seems like they already have some type of success that they're just wanting to build on and carry further.
So it's probably an upbeat meeting, and any caveats that seem different are just people, you know, kind of mulling over some of this. It really does sort of seem like they're forward thinking and they want to project that way. So who's Leonard?
Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 more people in front of you, Dr. V, after we finish this reading, and we're almost done.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. So here's the Lenormand Merwin. Okay, so I have the dagger and the candle.
Boy, those are 2 really interesting things here.
Is that the sight? No.
No. What is the shape of the dagger hilt and the blade?
Oh, it's a cross.
It's the cross. It's the cross and the sun. Now, the cross is generally kind of a scary card in a way because it's about grief and loss and sorrow, but the sun is there. It seems to me that whatever comes out of this meeting will probably alleviate your fears or worries. That is my hope anyway, because of the way these fell. If it fell the other way, I might be more concerned. but because he drew this first and the sun following, I feel that that success, something will be brought to the light of day that will alleviate your fears. The sun generally, similar to the clover, tends to brighten up the other cards in the reading.
Anecdotally, that's what it seems like, is that maybe as they discuss the company's business, they will suggest that, you guys turned a corner, bit a bullet, that kind of thing, that, you kind of broke into the clear.
Yeah. Hey, good luck with that meeting.
So good
Keep
luck.
me posted, Merwin.
And here's a very special
Look at this.
Sunny shot. He's given his all. Sunny, this is an adult program.
I am so glad he's so chill here, taking up all my space.
I'm not aiming for the butthole, honest.
All right. Benita, you are up. And after Benita is Kate, KC, Sunshine, Divine You, Dr. V, Jenna, Sonali, and we'll call it a day.
He is too cute.
Sprawled in all his splendor. Yeah.
But we're not going to keep showing that. You said it first, didn't you? I thought she said it. It is splendor, that's for sure. Nice, Sunny. All right, so we're waiting on Benita, and I
Yep.
wonder if they're here, but we'll give them a moment.
We'll give him another moment. Benita, you are up, and then Kate, KC, Sunshine, Divine You, Dr. V, Jenna, Sonali.
All right. And don't forget, we're back on Thursday.
Definitely do, Merwin. Definitely do.
We're back on Thursday for more of this. Also, during the week, we have other programs. My Emotional Outlook is on Fridays at 7 a.m. and my Goth Tarot is on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. And then on Sunday mornings, it's Banshee's
It's
Material
me.
Matters. So check those all out if you will. And we
Okay,
appreciate it.
Jenna, you are a little further down. Okay, there's Kate, KC, Sunshine, Divine You, Dr. V, and then you. You're right after Dr. V.
Okay, and it looks possibly like Benita's not here.
Yeah, we're going to move on. Okay, so Benita is not here.
So
If
that's
she comes back, we'll maybe try to fit her in. Kate, you are up. Kate is up, and then KC, Sunshine, Divine You, and Dr. V, Jenna, Sonali.
And thanks if you hit the like button, and you can still hit it again. Oh, look, we got a lot of likes. Thank you so much, everybody.
I only see 2, but that's my
I see
stupid.
14.
Wow.
Refresh your screen, dear.
No.
Can't do it. Okay.
A love rub for Sunny.
Ah. You got it, Kate. Ah.
Sunny's making little gurgly purr sounds. His are a little weird. All right, tummy rub. All right, so you have a new website project in mind. You're wondering if it will be well received. Okay, let's see what we get about that. All right.
Who's deck?
It
Right.
was Kate. We got the question.
Who's deck?
I think it's mine.
Yes.
Oh, got it. Is that one of those rub my stomach, but I will kick you if you do moments? Go, Mr. O. Let's see. Well, we're on Kate now, Jenna. So now there is After Kate, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You're the 5th person, yes. But you never know. If somebody's disappeared, we will move on. Okay. Yikes. Well, you got a little bit of everything here. Here we have the Queen of Swords upright. Gee, we got that, I think, with Mama T's new venture, too. That's interesting. But then we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And we have the Tower upright. So, I'd rather see the Tower upright than reversed, though. I always say that. So let's take a look here what this could be saying. I think that, your judgment is wise and on target. You're being very logical in your approach to this. But either, I don't know if this is going to cost you some money initially, or if you're expecting, like, if this is going to be something to generate money, it's going to be a little bit slow and delayed in coming. And you just have to fall back on lessons you've learned from your past. What maybe successes or failures from your past can you learn something from right now and bring into this situation?
I largely agree with her. I feel that Knight of Pentacles reversed is the big concern. It may show that there will be problems for whatever reasons getting any startup resources, whether they're monetary or other resources. Just maybe a slow go. Mostly it's guided by your sense of vision. Remember that the swords are very much about the mental element, communication. So you provide and communicate effectively to do these things, but you need to work on how you can shore up resources. And once again, as Banshee says, there just will be some learning curve here, in that it may not work out exactly the way you want again, but probably if you really feel it's an idea worth holding on, you just need to keep refining it and working for.
I think that's a good point too, what he just said about refinement. It might be that, it's possible that what you're putting together, you're just going to have to kind of keep refining as you go, because it may not be, like I said, you may have to rely on some things you've learned from your past and tweak things a bit. Are you trying to reach my face? Anyway, so that may play a role here as well. Let's do it's your Leonard. Is it your Leonard?
No, I did it last time.
I don't know. Okay.
I thought I did last
Yeah,
time.
I think you did, but it used to be we were doing it opposites, but when I do my cards, you do yours.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there.
You are the protectress of protocol.
I think we did use mine for Merwin, actually.
Oh.
We did.
You want me to use mine?
Nope, too late now. I'm shuffling and thinking. We just gotta roll with it.
That sounds complicated to me. I don't think I could do infusions that way.
You know what's
I would buy them,
ironic
maybe.
here, Kate, is this, of course, is the Tower card in the Lenormand. So
Oh,
we
that's
have
pretty
two
wild.
Tower cards here.
They don't really mean exactly
They
the
don't
same.
mean the same thing. And then the clouds. So basically, when I do the Lenormand, traditional Lenormand would indicate, and I think you can see it just slightly here, Kate, that the lighter side is facing the tower. So I think what it's saying here, this institution, we'll call it, or this thing that you are trying to build, it will get better in time. It will become clearer, the path you need to take and the things that you need to do. I personally feel that, it might not take off right away, and it's just saying not to get discouraged right away, because it's going to take a little time and things will become clearer as to what you need to do to generate more success and a well-received product.
Right. The basic core of this, beyond the idea of maybe of having resources, is other issues that are maybe just obstacles in a way. So some of that could be red tape or things like that. It is interesting to note that besides there being two towers, that they all have images of clouds in them too. So I think that's sort of a constant that runs there, is that overall, there is some sense of some difficulties, and so it's going to just really take your firm direction and hopefully a stay positive attitude to keep working with it.
I guess the one thing is just be prepared to deal with a lot of uncertainty.
Okay.
Because I think that's what, the clouds tend to indicate to me.
She's absolutely right. Clouds just sometimes means you can't see something.
And so, it's going to take a while before the fog clears, and you're going to be doing a little bit of tweaking on the way. You're going to be trying to find that sweet spot of what really will draw people, to your web project. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that,
Thanks, Kate.
And roll with the punches.
Indeed.
Absolutely. Hey, KC.
Kelio.
Good to
So
see
it's
you.
your turn. And I think I'm going to use the Night Sun Tarot again for that. Mr.
KC is up, and after KC is Sunshine, Divine You, Dr. V, Jenna, and Sinelli. Thank you, Kate. I really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Thank you for supporting
You're welcome.
us. You have to let me know when your website project is together. Haha. Okay. We shall look into that. January 12th.
Some of the people I click with the most are right around then, or a little bit later. Like, I have so many best friends that are right around the 14th, 15th, 16th. Our son is the 16th, as is some other people in our family.
Yeah, January 12th is one day away from somebody I had a crush on in high schools.
You fire signs in Capricorn. Don't have a scorched earth policy.
Birthday.
But some of my coworkers and some of my good friends, another Teresa, I used to call her Saint Teresa. Her birthday's the 14th. One of a really great person. A lot of Capricorns are really great. And as always, I find that there's always a difference between, to some degree, any sign that straddles 2 months, which is all signs. So like, the December Capricorns are a little different from the January ones to me. I can't always define that. Alrighty. So the Hierophant reversed.
Mm-hmm.
The Two of Cups upright.
KC.
But no wands. The Queen of Pentacles upright. So it's a person who could really, or in the situation, you could really nurture each other if this was to happen. Is that how you asked the question?
Well, the question was what that the future holds.
It seems to me like it would be an unusual relationship, and maybe there would be a sense of nothing that ties you together that's totally intrinsic in a certain way. Like maybe the bonds would be more spiritual, emotional, and less legal things. So in other words, you wouldn't necessarily be thinking of marrying or having a particular legal commitment.
But that being said,
there seems to be a strong harmony. You told us that. And of course, that Queen of Pentacles, I often think that brings out really nurturing qualities, creative qualities, protective qualities.
I feel that you have a lot that will, I feel that there, with the Queen of Pentacles there, that there's a real successful vibe for this relationship. I also feel that that you will grow from this. Both of you stand to grow from this encounter. As he pointed out, the nurturing element, but I also feel the growth element here. That this is a relationship that could grow in time, obviously, but also I feel that there is personal growth going on here for each of you. Perhaps you each give yourself the room and the space to grow. And yes, besides the maybe obvious unconventionality of, the relationship in society, this is speaking of maybe an unconventional relationship with this person. Like, I don't know, maybe whether you have to keep up separate residences, or if it's a distance relationship, or if there's something else about it that's going to be unique and unconventional. But truly, you are drawn to each other. You are truly drawn to each other with that Two of Cups. There is a real harmony here, and I think this could be a keeper, Casey. Don't want to get your hopes up too much, but that looks awfully good to me.
It does.
Yeah.
So good luck with that.
Are you going to use your cards this time, finally?
Sure, because it's KC, and he likes this deck, too.
Oh, so maybe that's the unconventionality of it, too, because you're from different worlds. Could be. So there is kind of a distance thing involved, too, because he doesn't necessarily live nearby. But I sense that could change. Uh-oh.
The coffin and the skeleton key.
Wow! How did this come up again? Did you have that together before? You were the one that had that together before.
No, I didn't have the coffin. I had it with something else.
Was it my key?
No, it was my key with something else.
We had the key in the cross. The cross. So, the key is ending something. The key is something coming to an end. I don't know whether it's your studies, or if it's something else. Something has to end for this to really take root. That's what it looks like to me.
Is it possible that there's another relationship that it hasn't totally ended for them, or is sort of hanging there? Because I'm getting that as a sense, and that maybe that's where that goes in there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's it, but something
It's not
has
like
to...
it's more like an after-the-fact relationship. Like there's still ties there, but it's not an ongoing relationship. I wasn't trying to say that.
Okay, well, I could say that, that, right, maybe feelings for somebody else have to be cast aside, whether it's on your part or the other person's part.
Okay, true. It could be both of you, either of you.
Yeah. But I think that this looks very, very positive. I don't see, like when I look at that, sometimes one would think, oh no, that means that this relationship's coming to an end. I don't believe that for a minute because of these other cards here. There's too much positive energy going on here, which leads me to speculate that there is something else that has to end. Maybe it's just a mindset somebody has about getting too romantically attached at this time. Maybe there's that barrier that's there. So it's something along those lines, I think.
So I see that, Casey, but I guess the other idea would be, too, that having the knowledge that maybe he has a finite time in your realm and that it may actually come to an end is also what the key is here, too, is to accept it for what it is, unconventional, intense, really nice, but it may not necessarily be infinite. It may be more finite than infinite.
Well, I like what you said there, that it's your hesitation that needs to end,
like that
and
too.
that's possible.
That's
why I
too.
said the way I did, that it could be on your part as well, either or it's something in his mind, that he has to let go of too. But all in all, I have to say this could be going places, good places. Good luck with that, Casey.
Good luck with that. And Jenna decided to take a break. I hope she wasn't next.
No, she's not.
Okay, good.
Sunshine is next, and then Divine You, Dr. V, Jenna, Sinelli.
Alrighty.
And we're done. We got a whole half hour yet.
I know. We're doing good.
Okay, Angel Rivera, good to see you here today. Have a good one.
Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you always. So we're looking for Sunshine Tarot?
Yep.
Alrighty.
So Sunshine Tarot is up. We'll give a few moments, and then Divine You will be after that.
And thank you, Mama Teresa, if you're still here for your donation. Really appreciate them. Yeah, that Two of Cups was fabulous. Thank you, Casey.
Well, we hope we're
Much
accurate
love to
here,
you.
nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. Does that look pretty awesome? The Sleeping Sunny. Okay, second call for Sunshine. Sunshine may have left.
So I'm
Sunshine is also a very good tarot reader on YouTube channel, so check out Sunshine Tarot. I have recently discovered them, and they're pretty awesome.
So we'll give Sunshine another moment. Do you want me to type their name in?
Yeah, go ahead. Whoa, I dropped a card right by Sunny's tail. What could it be? I dropped two. The Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands.
There's your wands, Casey.
Both of those look good too. All right, so hey, Divine You, why don't you go ahead and start typing your question, because either way, you are next after Sunshine, or now if Sunshine is left. Well, sorry we couldn't get to everybody today. We did have our little intro that took some time.
Yay for wands. And Banshee does the soul stories, which are occasional reflections on our YouTube channel. And believe it or not, I'm going to do my own first time ever soul story that will be on her playlist. It's a very personal story about my time as a young person going to college and the decisions I made at that time. So I hope you'll tune in for that. I should get that up there before October 20th in my estimation. So check it out.
You like my Urban Crow Oracle, eh? All right. Well, we will do the top and bottom for you and see what we get. And toss in a couple Lenormand for good measure, Divine You. We'll just assume Sunshine is gone, but if she comes back, we'll add her back in.
I'm looking forward to making some spaghetti later on.
Yay!
I love making my spaghetti. So much pasta and then I go to sleep.
Mr. O made some wonderful chicken noodle soup this past week.
Yes, I did.
Ah, I like his chicken noodle soup. We devoured it.
Yeah, it went pretty fast.
It did. Here, shuffle these
I made
two.
a good pot of it too.
And cut them, Mr. O, into 3 piles.
Alrighty.
Well, he's just using a jar sauce, admittedly.
Right, when I make my lasagna, I'm more likely to make a sauce that's more from scratch. Still not totally from scratch, of course.
Close.
Well, I use canned tomato soups, which I season and simmer myself. It's gonna, right, usually I will brown some meat and then I will, kind of cook the meat and I will add my own onion and garlic that I have and maybe some other herbs. It's mostly from a bottle.
Okay, the top card I pulled was communication, eh? So it's funny how we draw a card about what you're talking about here. You've been seeing too many posts of Steve with his new communication. There it is. So it's getting to you, but let's see. So this is her little saying about
good.
it. Before we adopted our pup Layla, one of my neighborhood crows would come calling. This one we named the Brave One because he or she would go right up to our sliding glass door and knock. The bird was looking for a handout. This card brings the message to speak up, state what you want. You may think that those around you know your needs and desires, but that may not be the case. Now is the time to articulate your wishes. Well, so you know what? Maybe this is a time for you to communicate and move beyond looking at Steve and looking at what Steve is doing, and you yourself communicate to the universe what you need and what you desire, and look beyond that. Because here's the other card I drew, the bottom card. The bottom card was balance. So, have you ever noticed how even on windy days, crows and other birds can stay perfectly positioned on a thin telephone wire? They seem almost unfazed or bothered by the wind. When we are in balance, we meet external forces with our internal strength, giving each space to exist in harmony. So in other words, you have to achieve the balance again. Steve is out there. Steve is getting something new. So now it's time for you to find your balance, find your place, and really realize that you both can coexist out there. You're going to have something new too, Divine You. So don't worry about what Steve is doing out there. Manifest and project to the universe what it is that you want to bring into your life.
Well, I can't add a whole lot more to that, especially because I don't have the book in front of me. But I do feel, I don't need the book, I'm just teasing. I do feel that crows are messages from other sources. They're not necessarily based on how we as humans think about each other or that kind of thing. So I feel that these are messages saying to not necessarily wade into that battlefield with Steve, to not give, to look for that balance, and to feel that in a way it's also just a challenge from that message too to you to just be beyond it, as Banshee said.
Do you want to use yours again, since I used mine twice in a row?
Oh, okay, this? Okay,
Yeah.
Sure. So I'm going to pull the Lenormand.
Shuffle them good. No more
Oh, right, we don't want
coffins
no more
or keys
coffins
or... Well, keys are good. Keys are good. They're kind of neutral. Well, you know what? Okay, so there's the snake, and there's the bouquet of flowers. So what could that mean?
Well, I'm wondering if maybe there's a gift in the sense of observing this, of being around us, or of having to sample it in any way, that maybe the gift is that it gives you more rationale for you to not be like that, to look within yourself and see maybe your own sense of bitterness at times or of unhappiness, and to instead take that and say, find the gift in just being able to overcome that and to try to be your best person always.
And don't let, I guess too, I'm thinking here is that just because you see Steve with a new person, don't be deceived that his life is all happy joy. I mean, it may not be, because Steve had his snaky qualities about him. And I feel that, maybe, his joy right now, when you look at that and you feel like, yeah, maybe he's happy now and in a better place, but he's really not the kind of person I would have wanted to be with anyway. Sometimes we have to let go of people, when they are having their good times, and wish them the best. Because if you can just live and let live like that, you're more likely to draw more positive things to you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm going to leave that, Divine You. I think that's about it.
All right.
All right. So that's what we have for you. Thanks for that. And Sunshine, if you've come back, just let us know. But otherwise, we're going to move on to Dr. V's reading. Dr. V wanted to know what's coming career-wise in the next 6 months.
Okay, so it's my turn?
Yeah, I guess
Because
so.
you used that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Adrian. Okay, Dr. Victor, so this one's for you. What's coming career-wise?
In the next 6 months. I do like this crow deck too. A lot. Oh, thank you, Divine You. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. I always love when you say that.
Oops. For some reason, because my list is right here. God, Sonny. Okay, if he's going to use up all of my space, you can only use Dex's size in the future. These long decks aren't working for me. All right.
Okay, our first card for Dr. Victor is the Eight of Cups, and it's upright.
Wow, 6 months from now. Okay. Or in 6 months.
Then we have the Tower, it's upright. And then we have Justice, which is upright.
Wow, interesting combination of cards here for Dr. V. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups indicates to me, Dr. V, that you might be moving on career-wise to something bigger and better. Something that really fulfills you, that you feel good about. And the Tower, to me, the Tower upright is well, I kind of think it falls in line with Justice here somehow, is that, you've learned some lessons from your past jobs or your past employment situations or your job searching, and you're seeking more balance in your life, that you haven't been able to get up to now. More balance and stability, I feel here. And maybe fairness, feeling of being dealt fairly, on the jobs. In other words, being paid what you're worth, being paid for the amount of work you do, being recognized for what you do.
I sort of see the potential that maybe within 6 months you may actually be moving towards something different. It might be a different job, or it might be a different aspect within your job.
It could be a promotion.
It could be a promotion. I'm wondering if it's that, just because that eye there just sort of hits me that way, that like maybe somebody is looking at you, somebody is looking down at you, saying they see you there. Having said that, of course, the Tower does represent lessons, so it may feel that this promotion or this opportunity might come with a caveat. It may be that they would need you to undergo certain training or need you to undergo some certain process. Maybe there would be a delay in compensation. Things like that are possible. But at the same time, the opportunity seems to be fair and maybe exciting enough to where you sort of feel this really, like Banshee says, perhaps will be boosting you further. So I do feel there's a better opportunity coming, and it may actually be where you're at now, but it does seem to be a step up.
All right, so I'm going to toss the line around. Divine You, we would really enjoy that.
Yeah, I think so, Divine.
That would be wonderful. Thank you for that.
I would appreciate that a lot. We have another friend who maybe has ideas for us too that have been helpful. So theirs are a little bit more different than yours might be, but absolutely. So we'll look for you on Messenger.
All right, let's see what the Lenormand can add to this, Dr. V.
So we have the house, which could be the home. And then we also have the anchor.
Well, but this is a business reading. The house was first. Yep. So I feel like I think 6 months from now, you are going to be you're literally going to be putting your anchor down on what will be a more secure, stable position for yourself work-wise.
Right. In this
Don't you see that?
in this context, the house represents maybe your career and or where you are actually situated at. So I feel like maybe this idea about a better thing coming to you, whether it's a promotion or just some sort of other emphasis within the organization, is true, and that you will feel strongly about, settling in there and feeling like you are part of the matter.
I feel there could be more money attached to this, or let's just say that there's enough money being made that you'll feel a lot more secure, and that your future feels more secure as well. So I hope that's true. Good luck, Dr. V.
Good to see you again.
Very
Thanks for
positive.
coming. Yeah, that was a good reading. Hope you liked it.
All right, so after Dr. V is Jenna. Jenna is up, and then Sonali, and if Sunshine is back, we can fit you in, Sunshine. Let us know. Hey, you are welcome, Dr. V.
I do hope you liked that. That was pretty positive. It felt right too. It just really had an energy
it just
for you.
seemed to all fit together. So that's what I like, readings like that where, because some of the cards can throw you. I just have to say, they will throw you sometimes, but not those.
You are welcome. All right, Jenna, let's see what we got for you for general.
We'll use my jack-o'-lantern.
So as we mentioned before, we're in Detroit area, and we are going to be appearing for the first time together as our duo at a local event.
This is the first time we've read in person for people as a team. When we've done it before, we did it as separate people.
And we have read publicly for
Yeah.
decades, literally. Not so much maybe in the last several years due to various things, but this will be our first outing as TFT, Oberon and Banshee.
We're hoping
And-
maybe we can generate some parties or some interest out of that.
And we're excited about that. And you made me forget what I wanted to say.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Mr.
We're going to be
Shuffle
at
the
an
cards and
event
forget
called the
about it.
Detroit Witches Ball. And so this is really exciting because, of course, we decided to buy some new clothing to wear. And I'm going to have an unboxing because I had a friend of mine who is a seamstress design and co-design and create mine. So it's going to be an exciting unboxing later on this month.
And mine is coming this week, I think, but I did not get it specially made. I just bought something that either will be worn as a dress or with leggings. I haven't decided yet. I'll just have to see how it looks on me.
It's the Detroit Witches Ball. We're actually going to be during the day at an emporium called the Detroit Witches Bazaar, where people will be selling card readings or other services or products. So a lot of it's holistic, new age kind of related, maybe a little bit witchy. All right, Jenna.
Okay, so we have the Magician reversed. We have the Three of Wands upright. And what is that? The King of Pentacles reversed. They're so colorful. I really like that.
Yeah,
deck.
these are very colorful.
Yeah. Well, the Three of Wands Three of Wands upright is the key here, I feel. But there's some issues here. It says you might be starting off on a new path, a new direction. You're looking for hopefully things to, for this to pay off for you in some way. But what I sense here is to be careful. There's just a couple caveats here. One is that be sure you're not taking on more than you can handle at this time or more than you are capable of. Like, make sure that, sometimes we like to feel like we're ready to do something when we're not. And so that can get you into trouble because you can get caught up in that. So just if you need to do more research on something, if you need to do more study, do that so that you are totally prepared for this new opportunity or this new venture that you are seeking. Go ahead.
I mostly see that too. I sort of see this idea of a new venture, and at the beginning of it, you're very well invested in it. You're sort of organized. But as you move along, you may lose some of that, not necessarily because of your own interest, but just maybe because there are a number of things to handle perhaps with that. And so
money is one of them.
Money may be the more important one of any of them, that sometimes you have to have money to make money, that kind of thing. It could also be saying, too, that if you're thinking of doing this as a partnership with somebody who could help you on that end, you want to really be discerning with just letting anybody be your partner, I think.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of there that King of Pentacles could indicate somebody that you would be working with or collaborating with. And just make sure everything's on the up and up, because that would be important here. The Magician, though, you're asking if they're positive or negative. This is a slightly leaning negative reading in that you're really going to have to manage your money well. Maybe put more emphasis on that than you have in the past. And the Magician is just saying, make sure you're truly prepared for this, because if you go in trying to, trying to fake it till you make it, that's not going to work. That's what I think of when I see the Magician reverse.
Yeah, it could just be saying, too, that a lot of this is really your own imagination that you can put into it. And so don't get burned out. Continue to feel inspired by what you're doing, because that's going to spur you on more.
Right. I think that Three of Wands indicates this path is worth doing, is worth pursuing. But now it's up to you to really do it the justice it deserves. In other words, don't try to cut corners. Don't try to, take shortcuts that in the end will cost you more. So make sure the people you work with are truly, worthwhile. And also make sure your customers, if you are working with other people like a customer base, make sure they don't take you to the cleaners, Make sure all your transactions are handled well. So, you just got to make sure all of your ducks are in a row. That's what I think.
So it's mine, right?
Yep.
All right. So here's our Lenormand for you, Jenna. And we have the Book of Shadows, which is the book. And we have the dagger, which is the cross. And so I think this just affirms in a way, too, that there may be some things that you may not be knowledgeable enough, that you just need to really investigate, that don't let a lack of knowledge, change your plans or make you make decisions that might not be the best. So make sure you have information that you need when you're doing these business things.
Well, and the other thing is to make sure that, I know you talk about money and saving money. And so I would say to explore and investigate ways to really manage, your bills and your life better. There's lots of online tools that can help you with budgeting and stuff. So maybe it's time to get down to brass tacks and do that, because the book there, kind of indicates that. And yeah, it kind of stresses you out to have to do that kind of thing. That's the cross. So if you're worrying and grief about money and not having enough, maybe it's just time to buckle down and do the work. Balance the books. That's another thing here.
I think when I coincide these, I think that it realizes that, it does realize that you want to work more on what you can do with money. If you qualify, maybe you can find resources at the bank you use, if you're using a bank or situation like that. They try to help us make money. Supposedly, we're supposed to believe that. So check it out.
We're supposed to believe. I like the way he said that.
We have our own problems with business at times.
So that's what we have for you, Jenna. Good luck with that.
Good luck. Thanks for coming.
Sonali wanted career and health, a message about career and health. And then that's it, unless Sunshine has returned.
All right. So let's give it a go. And I'm going to switch to...
And we are right on time today, pretty much.
I know.
Last reading.
I'm going to switch to the Tarot of the Mermaids
All right.
for Sonali. Can you say the question again?
Just
the
Sonali
general
just
reading
wanted a career and health outlook at
Career and
what's
health,
coming up.
okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good to see you back here again, too.
I'm coming.
All right.
Sonny is putting his tail on the table for all to see there.
The tail is almost over. Well, it is over the edge onto the next table, so there's that. Oh, excited. So let's see if we can revamp our look here. There we go.
I like shuffling this deck. It's nice.
We all got to do that, Jenna. All of us need to motivate more. So good luck. We're all with you.
All right.
All right, 3 cards.
Yes.
Okay, so it's the reversed Page of Wands, called the Knave here, but it's the Page of Wands.
Okay, so remember career and health. So let's see what else we've got.
And then we have another Knave or
Interesting.
Page, and it's also reversed, and that's Chalices or Cups. And then finally we have the Two of Pentacles reversed.
Okay, Sonali, so we have all reversals here right now. It seems to me that things are a slow go career-wise right now. There's not, I don't know if you are presently looking for work or steady work, but it seems like, it's slow in coming. Either you're not finding opportunities that present themselves, to apply for jobs that are in your area. And you're disappointed. I mean, there's disappointment, that Page of Cups. It's affecting you emotionally, and which in turn could be affecting your health. Now, what's the middle card again?
That's the Page of
That's
Cups.
Page of Cups, and there's the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is indicating there's a lack of balance here in your life right now, and you might be experiencing that either through maybe some stress-related health issues or some health issues that are causing stress. It all seems to fit together in a lot of ways. Why don't you go ahead and I'll recap this.
I can't add much more to that.
Okay.
I do feel that this is a time right now where maybe what you want is not as possible because there may be other factors you have to focus on that are still at detriment. So, for example, we're asking about career and health, but it may be something else you need to focus on. Maybe your health and career maybe are not the best, but they're not what could be at issue here. It may be more likely that there's depressions or sadness or situations that are emotionally unsettling for you right now, and you may have to work with those more. You may have to see what it is that is bothering you. And I sense with you, because I know you have this before, so it's not really a sense so much as knowing that you do have concern for some of the relatives around you. You've mentioned sisters or other siblings or aunts or older folks. And so some of this may be what impacts on you is that although now may be the time for you to want to see where you're going with career and health, you're still not over some of the emotional things that tie you to other people's concerns. So in that sense, I think that's something you have to work on, that you have to try to put yourself first more, because like what I said, I'm just going to repeat that. I don't think that career and health considerations are coming to you in a major way right now. I don't feel that there's anything really wrong with your health at this point. Career-wise, I still sort of feel you're moving towards hopefully a better situation.
Is it yours or mine?
I don't know.
I think it's yours.
Okay.
We're going to go with it.
So we're going to go ahead with the Lenormand for you, Sonali.
Something is not balanced, and I just feel it's it has a lot to do with probably health and employment, because it seems like nothing's moving there right now. But let's see what else we have.
Okay, so I have the flowers, the deadly flowers, and the Grim Reaper.
Is number 10. That's the scythe.
Okay, so it's the scythe, of course. There's the scythe.
So clearly, I just feel right now, I wish I had better news for you, but right now, it just looks as though something is cutting into your joy. Now, I know the scythe is pointing the other way, Mr. O, but I feel strongly when I see those two cards together that way that something is cutting into your joy and happiness right now.
Well, we sort of felt that from that one,
Yeah.
too, in a way, too, or maybe that one even.
It just does seem like this time is not a really productive time for you right now, because maybe, too, you're focusing on the disappointment. So there's got to be a way to bring the joy back, into your life. I feel as though you need to try to do some things that distracts you a little bit from the disappointments you're facing in your employment life and possibly with your health matters right now. Whatever it is, if you need to meditate more, if even you can exercise more to try to bring your energy level up, I feel like some of these things are very important right now to try to get your spirit back up again.
And like I said before, I don't think that your health is your major concern. I don't necessarily
I think
feel
it's more material.
Right. I don't feel that it's the greatest necessarily. There may be some issues, but it's not the thing you need to concern about the most. And I do feel that it's really about you taking the time to put yourself more there, because I think sometimes you concern yourself with others too, or maybe you look at others' health concerns or career concerns as holding you back because you need to care for them or take care of them. So I'm thinking you mostly need to figure out how to get away from that. That's your big struggle, is not so much finding career or health perspectives, but just finding how to move ahead from putting yourself as a priority, whatever that is, whether it's health or emotions or anything else.
That's what we have for you, Sonali. I wish I had better news, but not this time in the cards.
That's
Good
what I
luck
wanted
with
to
that.
say. I sort of feel like this could be the sense of cycles too for you too, because I think right now the astrology really impacts on a lot of people. There's so much going on with astrology right now with retrograde planets, so it could just be that it's a matter of waiting weeks or months more for things to resolve. That may not be the news you want to hear, though.
Before we go, because we've just reached the end of our show,
Yes.
and for whoever's left here and whoever may be watching this later, I want to talk about the 3 readings that I'm offering during Halloween season real quickly. Mr. O, can I borrow the camera? I don't know
Yes.
if you could get this reading in. Maybe if I could put this here, perhaps. Will that work?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Who's Knocking on Your Doors? The Spirit Speaks spread. So it's about, why is somebody trying to contact you if you feel they are? What is your connection? What should you do with this information? Where will it lead you? And then we have the My Heritage, the Ancestor spread, the lessons, gifts received from the paternal side of the family, the lessons, gifts received from the maternal side, and how is my life enriched or adversely affected by my heritage or bloodline. And finally, our mini past life reading, general information about a past life. What major challenges did you have to face? What was the karmic lesson? And all 3 of these readings will also, at some point, probably by Friday, will have a larger version of it that will be available on sale on our website. But these 3 are offered for free during our live streams for Halloween season. So, just wanted to fill you in on that and what these were about.
Alrighty then.
All right. So, everybody, been a full day here today, but we really didn't knock them out. We really didn't go into overtime, so appreciate you humoring us by watching our intro of our first date.
Yes, and don't forget, It will premiere on YouTube Tuesday at 3 p.m. our time, Eastern Standard Time in the States here.
Yep.
There's like another 15 minutes or so where we go over some of the very interesting details of the date.
Well, I think he got a little carried away with some of those details. Could have been a little bit shorter.
Are you saying I misremembered them?
Well, and we could have talked about so much more really related to that. But anyway, like my mother wondering who I was taking off with.
Yes, I
This
can't wait.
long-haired creepo, as she used to call
Well,
him.
you know, I mentioned at the end that when you were dropped off, I met your mom, and that would be the subject of a whole other remembrance.
Okay. Well, everybody, have a good rest of your Sunday. Take care, and we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.